Okay, this is the first of a video series that has the potential to go on for the rest of my life. I'm out here today at my farm, and we are going to be starting to clear the rest of my driveway. I've got a driveway that comes down off the road, probably, I'd say about 800 feet or so already to where my truck's setting. And it's got to continue that way towards that wood pile another maybe 1,000 feet. It's going to be a pretty lengthy driveway, so we've got a lot of trees to cut and some ground to level. I think a couple wet spots to probably fill in with a big pile of rock I got out there in the field. So there's going to be a lot of work going on, and first thing I think I'm going to start to do is start to get a brush fire going. Pro tip on brush fires: start it just like a normal little fire, like a campfire. Keep building it up a little bit, and then move on to your heavy hitter here. And you can just let her sit there and chooch. Once you get that good pile of coals going, you just keep adding to it. It'll keep burning, no matter green wood, wet wood, whatever. It'll burn. Greased up, and a couple of my old mud toys moved out of the way. Got my fire going pretty good here, so we can keep loading it up. What else? Alright, you probably can't see it just yet. I'm going to walk up here a little closer, but there's a pink ribbon on this tree. And what the pink ribbon is a target for me to hit. Now, I've walked back and forth between where I want to end up and the starting point here 4 or 5 times, and tied ribbons on trees and straightened the path as I went, try to get the straightest route possible. I've got it straight enough now to where I want to start. See, there's the ribbon right there on that tree. That's the ribbon. So I've got those scattered from here to Kingdom Come, and I want to just try and clear an open shot to those ribbons so I can see even straighter. And my ultimate goal is I want to make this driveway so straight that when you look down it, you can see from one end to the other, even though it's going to be very far away in the dense woods. So that's the goal. Pro tip, when you're pulling things out by the roots, shake the shit out of them so all the dirt comes off. A, you're gonna need that dirt to fill in all the holes from when you pull it out. B, when you go to burn this stuff, it burns a hell of a lot easier with no dirt in it. Something else I forgot to mention earlier is this is just a preliminary pass so I can get a better shot on the driveway. Right now, sitting here where I'm sitting, I can see this from this pink mark in front of me, 2 more marks back where I came from. So I'm pretty straight back that way, but up ahead here, I can barely even see the next mark. It's right there. You can see it straight past this hickory tree. But see, I'm just taking out the thin, crappy underbrush trees right now, the ones I don't mind losing, to get me a better shot of how to keep this thing straight. The reason I want the driveway straight as possible is because A, it looks nice, and B, every time you make a turn, you're adding more gravel. So the straightest route is gonna give you the straightest and least amount of gravel I had to put into this driveway. So it's gonna be bad enough as it is. I don't need to make it worse with some turns. What else was I gonna say? So anyway, yeah, I'm leaving the big trees. I know that a lot of them are gonna have to come out, just looking back from where I've come from. But I'll take those down when I'm absolutely certain I've got the straightest path possible. So like this hickory is gonna have to come out, looking at the way it does now, but I'm gonna keep clearing all the thin stuff and get me a good line of sight before I yank it. Because that's a nice straight hickory tree. Honestly, that could probably be sent to the mill. All right, so my little system here seems to be working pretty good, because now that I've got a lot of this cleared, the small stuff cleared, I'm looking down where we started from, and I'm in a pretty decent straight line. I can see my canoe sitting way down there at the end. It's bright red. That's close to the starting point. I think my starting point's a little to the left. But now, so when I turn like this, I can see a pink ribbon straight ahead of me, which is where I believe I need to be heading. And there's also one to my right. I think I'm just gonna disregard the one to my right because I think it's out of line. And I think I'm gonna keep going for the distant one I can see. So we're gonna walk down here and make sure that distant one is in line with the one after that. I did all this in the fall when there was no foliage out, for the hopes of being able to see better straight line. And now that I'm coming through here and thinning things out, you can definitely see a lot better. So I'm thinking I'm on pretty good track here. So the good and the bad news of this is that, yes, I have a couple marks over here that are off, out of line, but the mark that is in line is in a really wet spot that I kind of was hoping that we weren't going through. So I guess we'll clear up to it, maybe even clear right through it, and get a better idea and make sure we're straight on and go from there. That's all I can do. Okay, I just pushed over this, I don't know, 12, 14-inch cherry. One of the bigger ones I've taken down today, and the only reason I even took it down is because it's right here at the end. So I'm close to the end right now. I don't know if you can see those double ribbons on that cherry tree up there. That is the end. That was where my goal was to get to today. I made it through with a preliminary sweep. I did get into a little bit of a curve down here at the end, so I'm gonna have to go up through here and do some more clearing, take some of this curve out, give me a straight line of sight. So it all works out good though, because I mean, I want to thin all this forest out anyway. It's pretty overgrown, pretty dense with a lot of saplings and stuff like that. You know, they're good trees, good hardwood, but because they're so tight, they grow at weird angles and fall on top of each other and fight for the sun. So they end up all tangled up and just ugly anyway. So the more I thin this out, the better and healthier this wood stand's gonna be. But let me cut this thing up real quick so I can move it out of the way, and then as you can see next to my bucket, that's a pretty good sized root ball. I gotta cut that up. See if I can't get this root ball flipped over. Flip this root ball over, break that last stick off because I couldn't cut it all the way because it's laying in the dirt. Flip that over, check it out. All right, day 2, me working on my driveway here, and it has rained for the last 2 days. Not non-stop, but pretty good bit. Last night was some pretty heavy rains, but I've got the time to be doing it, so I feel like I need to be out here working on this. I'm not gonna run the dozer in it today because it's just too wet, but the hoe can do a good bit of work without tearing up everything as much. So my driveway, I was doing the preliminary clear through just to get a better line of sight and keep my driveway as straight as possible. And after I did my preliminary clear, I had a pretty good little bend in it at the end. So right now I'm working on thinning out some more underbrush and crowded trees to get me my better line of sight so that I can make this thing perfectly straight. Okay, I got the new path cleared, and I'm pretty sure I'm almost dead nuts on. At such a long distance, even standing here trying to eyeball it, like standing in the middle, I'm pretty sure I'm on at both ends. Like, I'm pretty sure right now I'm standing in about the center of the road. But I'm gonna get out the ye old string line and pull it from one end to the other and see what kind of skew we got going on. Okay, got my string line. Hope this one's long enough. I'm gonna fix it to the starting point tree here. And I'm gonna start walking that way towards the end point. And hopefully this string is pretty darn close to straight. I think there's maybe 1 or 2 trees that are in my way down here. Alright, well, I don't know how many feet are in a brand new string line like this, but this one ran out maybe a little more than halfway. I don't know if you can see that orange mark down there, but I gotta walk back to the truck and hope I have another one. I'm pretty sure I do. Getting my exercise on this job. I scored another string line for my truck, but now I gotta walk clear back down to where that string line ran out. Got my string tied onto the next string line, praying I have enough to make it down there. So I got my string line pulled out, tightened up. Anybody that's ever pulled a string line over a long distance knows that they just like to snag on just about everything. So I had to walk back through here a couple times and get it up off the snags and pulled tight again, so it's kind of hanging where it wants to now. And sure enough, I've still got a few trees that are gonna have to come out. All right, day 3 for the driveway project. Back out here bright and early this morning. It didn't rain last night, so hopefully it's a little drier for me today. Let's get this, I just fueled up the hoe, topped off the hydraulic oil, and let's get it greased up and go to work. Okay, I'm about to take down the last tree that's on my string line here. I'm gonna pop this guy down and make sure to walk the string line one last time and make sure there's nothing touching it. I'm gonna try and set you in my lap here so you can see. the string line completely cleared. There is nothing touching the line anywhere. Alright, we're right here at the end of the straight part of the driveway. There's my orange mark I was aiming for. So I got these two trees right here to take down. And then I'm going to go back through and start taking out my center line trees. And then I'll pull the string line again and then pull a 10 foot with a tape measure each side of center, make sure I got everything. I think there's going to be a few trees after that will come out, but that should be it. We'll be ready to doze it up. So let's knock out these couple big trees here and then get her done. Alright, I finally got the complete run, the straight line from start to finish, done. I'm going to pull my string line one last time, and then we'll measure off the string line to make sure we got 10 feet each side right now. I want a 20 foot right away for right now, and then in the future, if I need to, I can go down one side and make it about 30 feet wide. Just if you're carrying something real wide down this driveway for whatever reason, logs or whatever. It'd be nice, but I don't want to take out any more trees than I have to right now. So this is looking good. I just made a couple passes over it with a dozer, smooth it up, so I can pull this string line out and it maybe not get stuck on a little twig every 2 feet. So it doesn't look that far away standing here, but I tell you what, you start walking, you get about halfway, you're like, holy crap, that's far. So let's pull the string line. Okay, here's our string line strung out all the way from end to end, perfectly straight this time. It's down around my ankles right where I'm standing here in the middle, but it's actually like 6 feet hung in the tree and pulled pretty darn tight at both sides. It's just how long of a run it is that droops down that far. So anyway, it's getting late. I'm gonna head in for tonight, but tomorrow what I'm gonna do is take a tape measure and pull 10 feet each side, make sure I'm clear. So I think it's time to wrap up this video. It's getting pretty long, just like my driveway. But I think what I'm gonna end up doing is shrinking down my right of way. I kept saying I wanted 20 feet from the center. But I think, you know, like if you look at all these trees here, the ones that are all marked all the way down through here, I think they're all in the last like foot of that 20 foot. So like right there's 10 foot from the center line, and that's where these trees all are, is in the last couple feet. So if I shrink it down and say I just want 18 feet, because my rolls of fabric are only 12.5 foot wide, so 18 feet still plenty wide enough for my road. And if I ever need to make it bigger, I know which trees need to go. But I think we're just going to leave those trees for now, and there's a few down there that are like way inside that mark that we'll have to take out even for the 18 foot. But right now I'm going to be happy with 18 feet. So we'll take those last couple out, and in the next video I'll start busting the topsoil off this road and get it all cleaned up and prepped and ready for gravel. We'll start hauling gravel out of the field and get it put down here. I'll catch you on the next one. Thanks for watching, guys. Make sure you guys like and subscribe. Appreciate it. Helps me out. I'll catch you on the next one. Bye.